Can you hear me? So now?
No, I think it's not switched on.
Hello? Hello?
Put the mic close to your.
No.
Yeah?
Okay. Sorry. Okay. So I'm born and raised in Canada. That's me when I was 2 years old. You know, I didn't choose that outfit. You know, it was my mom. My parents immigrated from Pakistan, so I guess that's what she bought. And so being from Canada, I love the outdoors. I grew up in Asia. I grew up snowboarding, and fly fishing, and loving the outdoors and building things and firewood and everything. And sorry, there's the TV here. And so so I really had this love of the outdoors for a while. And I've been in Thailand for about 6 years. And I've just been doing the woodworking now for about less than a year. But one thing that struck me quite fast here is the rate of deforestation, especially coming from Canada. So this is a photo from just 1970 to 1990. So you're looking at only 20 years of deforestation, but now we're in 2015. Right? So you can imagine now, how even less trees are left. And this isn't illegal logging, actually. This is actually, most of the logging is legal, right? Because, it's government approved, whether it's in Thailand, Burma, neighboring countries. It's just this huge demand, and it's quite unfortunate. And, among the environmental impacts that you have are, you have obviously animals which are losing homes to the massive cutting of trees. And specifically to Thailand, what I noticed was, and what I found quite sad, is that this is an old house which was in the province of Khao Yai. And as many of you, if you're living here, you must see all the developments which are going on, right, with the European-influenced condominiums and resorts. This is also, I think, in Khao Yai. So all these beautiful old structures are being demolished to make way for, more modern hotels, resorts, and things. And so I asked myself, there's all this beautiful wood, that has all of this history and story behind it. And so there must be a way to preserve it. And just before I get sidetracked, this was actually the reason why 8 months ago I decided to do this was I had 2 very serious surgeries for my spine. The last one was 4 months ago, and I was getting symptoms of paralysis. And so at that point after the surgery, I said, you know what? I'm going to not work for any company or anything. I'm going to do what I love, what I like to do, what's my passion. And then I decided to go full-time into the woodworking. I said, this is actually an old piece from a ship. It's Siamese rosewood. This piece is about 200 years old. And I just want to show you some photos now, not just to show you like what I'm doing, but to give you ideas of that you can do things yourself, using old wood if you have old furniture, or or recycle furniture, to make you think twice before throwing something away or before you buy something new, right? There's maybe things that you can do by yourself at home. So I converted that piece that you just saw, which was about 200 years old, into this bench. Just a lot of sanding. This has about maybe 80 hours of work with these clear legs. The legs are actually supplied by an aquarium company they manufacture these multi-thousand-gallon aquariums all over Asia. So that's what I used here. And for me, like, the wood has it's something which is alive. Right? It has a story. It has a certain energy to it. And this is actually Siamese rosewood, which is now illegal to harvest. There's only about 60,000 of these trees left in Thailand, and it's gone to the point where you have the Thai military now tasked to protect these remaining 60,000 trees. I have a very small workshop on Tonglo. It's about 16 square meters, but you don't need a lot of space. You can even do things, out of your garage or in a spare room and things. And then this is another piece that I did. This piece actually came from a bridge which was on temple grounds, also in Khao Yai. So it was like a 6-meter pillar that was supporting a bridge behind the temple. And then these were cut down to make way for, I believe that they were working on the roadworks. So you had, you know, these beams which were cut down that I converted into a bench. So there's all of these things that you can do to preserve the wood, and I think for me it's quite sad in a sense that I see, that it's like part of Thai culture, part of Thai history, but then it's being replaced by so much of this, materialism and low cost and European influence. So this was another piece. This one I found in Kanchanaburi, actually. Usually I source my wood by myself because I want to be absolutely sure that the wood never comes from a living tree or that it isn't smuggled in from Burma or other things. These are some, I do some cheese boards also. I use organic wax, which is coming from Chiang Mai, and food-safe mineral oils. Right? So it's something which is easy to do at home also. If you have scrap pieces of wood, right? You can do boards. This is another one that I made for a restaurant, for an Italian restaurant. And the other thing about old wood also is that a lot of people don't know is that the quality of it is actually much nicer. A lot of the trees which are being replanted now actually are being given synthetics like hormones and things to grow fast. So the trees are actually not as dense as they used to be. Right? So the wood isn't as hard. This was a special piece that I made. Actually, I found this in Khao Yai, and again, it was from an old house that was in the hills that was destroyed. And when I was there, I saw you had these beautiful butterflies. And so the stainless steel that you see was the same butterfly put into the wood. Okay. Thank you for listening, and I hope that it motivates maybe some of you to think differently about about old wood, and before you throw something away, you might have some ideas in how to give it a second life. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much.